Hey everyone, this week on Eve Park TV, we have landed, Kayla and I have landed at Oxygen Yoga. We've got Monica with us, we've got Ash with us. And this is, I would call it the community that we're in here in London. It's a pretty remarkable community and you are a part of it as well. First and foremost, can you tell people what is Oxygen Yoga all about? What's the difference?
Yeah, absolutely. So Oxygen Yoga is a Canadian franchise out of BC, started around 2011, and it's not your typical yoga studio. So we heat the classes with infrared panels. The heat isn't generated by a traditional HVAC system or pumping hot air in. So there's no humidity, it's dry air. And then on top of doing just traditional yoga classes, we do fitness classes and then fusion classes, which are kind of a combination between your yoga and your fitness. So the classes range from half an hour to an hour in length, and we're super excited, as you said, to be in the community. This is the first in Southwestern Ontario. The next closest would be in the GTA, where there's a handful there as well. So trying to grow the company in Southwestern Ontario, and as you kind of alluded to, this community is a perfect fit for what we do.
So, and maybe I'll sit in the middle here for a second, but you know, as Eve Park is growing, this seems like a wonderful fit for, it's like bringing like-mindedness people all together, right? Talking about your health, your wellness, your whole well-being. I know that's important to Eve Park.
Yeah, exactly. Eve Park is just going to be around the corner. It's right there. And what we're really trying to do is generate this beautiful community of like-minded people that are really intentional with the way that they live and really focus on their mental well-being, their physical well-being. And this community with Oxygen Yoga here, Brews and Shoes, running store right next door, all of the beautiful trails around here. It'll give everyone the opportunity to kind of focus on their physical wellness, but then also meet community neighbors and hopefully get out and have a chat with their neighbors and everyone in this community.
Okay, so I've heard a ton about infrared, and that really seems to be not, I don't want to say a buzzword, but it's very popular right now. So mix that in with yoga, and I think you've got a perfect combination. Like I said, you've got a new person here because should we take them down to the room and see? You won't be able to feel it. It's going to feel a whole lot different than it does out here. A little bit warmer. Because what would you like out here is like what, regular, like 21-ish?
23, I think we have it out here. We try and crank it up a little bit after the classes so people aren't going from such warmth to what would naturally feel.
I was going to mention, before we go in, I think it's really important that, I'm sorry, Kayla, I was just going to say, I think it's really important for you to go over the etiquette before we go in.
Yeah, everything on here is pretty standard stuff. One thing we really try and push is the silence. We do, as I said, fitness classes, which are high intensity. The music's loud, it's energetic, but we want to make sure that when people go in, we start all of our classes with a relaxation piece. So as soon as you're in the studio, it's nice and quiet because people are on their mats, just relaxing and getting ready for the class. So other than that, it's the other thing would be, because of the heat, we ask to listen to your body. We have a water fountain just out here, and we're asking anybody, if you're feeling any time that the heat's becoming a little bit too intense, then just take a breather, lie on your mat, come and get a drink. But yeah, so we ask everybody when we do our tours or we orientate anybody that's coming for the first time, just take a quick read through this, and then they're good to go. So we want people to be talking after the class and interacting. We just ask that before the class, you've got an hour to have the class. After the hour, talk as much as you like, but we ask that silence is appreciated when people go in.
It's etiquette, right? It's good to know that you're seeing this now, because if you were new like me and you came in like as a chatterbox, and here's a good story. Have you ever gone to any of those springs, whether it be in Collingwood or there are shushers. There are people that walk around and there are shushers. Like there's a gentleman and he walks with a coat on and it's like a shush. And so if you're talking up a storm, you get shush. So that's in my head. I'm thinking like, are there shushers?
No, it maybe sound like we're super strict. We're not that strict, but it's just as it says, it's etiquette. It's just a little bit of advice when we get people into the studio.
No shushing. You'll just give them the evil eye. You'll get the eye, the stare.
It's always nice to check out at the end of a busy day, though, to take those 2 minutes, just get on your mat and really start to kind of feel why you're there, and then you can kind of get into the workout. Right?
I have to go do what you do, because you do this a lot. I'm starting to get into this, and this is really, honestly, I'll tell you, has been on my bucket list for a long time. And I think, like anybody, you have kids, you get busy, your life just like, you have to make time for you. Yep. And I really love that you promote, taking time for yourself and taking time to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and on top of that, we try and schedule the classes around when people want to be here. So we have classes at 5:45 in the morning, then we have like 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So we're trying to cater for parents, for professionals on their way to work. And then also in the evening, we have the evening classes that start around 5:15, and then we go up till last class finishes around 9. We finish each day with a deep stretch and relaxation. So it is exactly what it says it is. We put candles around the room, we turn the lights off, and it's just super relaxing. People walking out here just all dazed and relaxed. And
That's when I need my smart car to take me home afterwards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or just
Yeah.
walk around the corner back to Youth Park.
Well, that's just it. And I mean, that would be the perfect way to end the day and then head home. Yeah. So when you come in here, you're going to put your personal belongings in one of the shelves. And then you mentioned you can get how many people? 20?
Yeah, the class is around 25 people, and that's with good space. At our maximum, we can get 35 people in here. So yeah, we have the stickers around the outside, as you kind of touched on there. We ask that the members put their mats so the sticker is in the middle of it. So we can kind of fit 3 rows, but typically we fill up the mirrors first and then the middle row after. The instructor kind of goes right in the middle where the 2 stickers are, where the auxiliary cable is. So they plug their music in there, and then everything kind of connects through the ceiling.
Brilliant. And most people, I'm assuming, bring their mats, but you do have mats and things for sale up at the front too.
Yep, so we have mats to rent and for sale. We encourage people to bring their water. Being a sustainable neighborhood, we have a fountain, so we ask people to bring their own water bottle. We don't want to have plastic here. So we ask that, but just bring your mat, your water, and a positive attitude, and you're good to go.
I love it. When are we coming? When are we
Yeah,
coming?
soon,
There is a class at 5:15. We might have to be sticking around for a little bit later today. Yes. Okay. Can we go to the back area there for a second? I want to show you some of the things that, not only with the stretching, but depending on, of course, the class that you are going to be taking, you've got all sorts of different things that you would be using as part of your workout as well.
Yeah, so our equipment room is in here. The light should turn on. Maybe not. There it is. So yeah, what happens is that the instructor will set up prior to the class. They'll put their mat where I showed you earlier, and they'll put the equipment on their mat of what's to be used. So the members can come in, they can pick up the equipment. They choose their own weight of dumbbell. We've seen no one use the 12 pounds yet. They're pretty heavy when you get going for an hour with them. But yeah, so you grab your equipment and then you're good to go. Different kind of, as I said, different weights, but different bands as well with different types of flexibility. So yeah, that's kind of what the equipment we use. A lot of it is body weight. So although we do fitness classes, we're not using the studio for sprinting or anything other than what's kind of on your mat. So a lot of body weight stuff, a lot of plyometrics. Yeah, and as I said, like lifting the dumbbells and doing all those kinds of things as well, core work as well.
Do you have people that think, oh, I can do 12 pounds, and then you start doing it, and then they run in, and then they go get somebody else? Like, okay, maybe not so much, not so aggressive.
Yeah, it's actually funny. The first week we opened, I invited 4 of my buddies in, and they thought they would show off by bringing out the 10 pounds, and they were converting to 5 pounds within 10 minutes. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, so I mean, as I said, when we were looking at the etiquette, people listen to your body, don't overdo it. Not only are you doing high intensity exercise, but you're doing a 38-degree heated room, so please take it easy, don't push yourself, and we hope that people can progress to the heavier weights if they want to, or the bands that have a little bit more of intensity to them too.
And can you review the bands? Because I believe yellow would be is yellow your starter, or?
Yep, yellow is going to be starter. I know it seems a little backwards that yellow would be starter and then green and then green next, but yellow, then green, then red, and then the black's going to be pretty tight, so not as much flex as you would see on the yellow. Red's what most people will go for.
Okay. This is really helpful. I think, having not been in here, and if you're watching this, and then, or as you're watching this, and you're coming in here, you're going to have such a familiarity, and you won't have to explain this 100 times to everybody, because everybody will already know.
That's the point. Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty straightforward anyway, but yeah, we hope that it becomes pretty obvious to people what to do. I mean, members, you can see when they've been here before, they walk in, they touch the name on their iPad, they're in here, mat down, equipment on, they're good to go within 2-3 minutes. So, yeah, it's a pretty seamless little system we have going.
Yeah, since you've opened, have you seen a difference in people? The more you're in here, the more acclimated you get. Like the first time might be challenging, the next time easier, the next time after that easier. Just getting used to the infrared.
Yeah, exactly. And it also depends where you are in the room, because the panels, they're obviously right below the panels is going to have the hottest kind of impact, and closer to the door is going to be a little bit cooler, just because from here we kind of have like two walls, so it insulates a little better. So people have come out and said, "Oh gosh, that was hotter today," or "That was cooler today," and it all depends on where they are. The room is at 38 degrees. The thermostats are right in the middle of the room, so yeah. But people are getting acclimatized to it, but not to the extent where it's becoming too not hot enough.
Right.
They just become a little bit more used to it.
Do people then, I'm assuming that you would have people that have their favorite spots then in this room, right? Like, that's my
Yeah,
spot.
Right in the middle, kind of near the thermostat, is going to be the best spot, because you know exactly how hot it is. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, everywhere you're in the room, there's going to be a very, very minor temperature change. But 38 degrees, we've walked around with the thermometer to make sure that it's consistent, and it is.
Okay, well, let's head back to the front. And I know that if you hit the share button, I know Ash is going to be giving away a prize in a few minutes, and you'll explain. Well, do you want to talk about what you're going to be giving away?
Sure. Yeah, there's people coming in right now, so they may be a little bit like, "Whoa, what's this camera doing?" So yeah, we're giving away two 10 punch passes. So they don't expire. They do expire, but you have 13 months to use them. So it's 10 drop-in classes. Come on and try us out. Our schedule typically has like 7 classes a day, so there's plenty of options to come try out.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't wait to try this out. And what a great addition to the community in Eve Park and the areas. Anything else I'm forgetting that I should mention?
No, that's everything. We just want to welcome you guys to the community, and we can't wait to see what kind of happens with this entire community, and can't wait to build just a really close-knit bunch of people with kind of similar mindsets, and yeah, be part of it.
And I can't wait to get in better shape.
Well, come on in.
Simple as that. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for watching Eve Park TV. Don't forget to hit the share button, and those punch passes can be yours. Thanks for watching Eve Park TV. Remember to hit that share button and you'll be entered to win an Oxygen Yoga punch card pack valued at over $150. Join the sustainability conversation at evepark.ca.